Hey guys, in this video, I'm going to be discussing Superman and Lois 206, Tried and True. This is my review of it. If you enjoyed the video, hit the link down below, subscribe if you're new, turn notifications on. Let me know in the comments down below what you thought of the episode. And yeah, go check out Adventures of the Arrowverse episode 4, which will be out Wednesday morning at 9 a.m. Central on the podcast channel. It'll be in the description down below. The link to the channel will be. So go check it out. Thanks for support. Appreciate it. We're going to get right into the video. So it opened up on Bizarro's world. This is in the past on Bizarro's world. He has a cat. The first thing I noticed was he had a cat. Everything was like Elseworlds. If you remember when the skies were red in Crisis on Infinite Earths, when the skies were red, it was like that, but on Bizarro's world. It was really cool to see. And there was a photo, family photo, and I couldn't really make it out, but the one thing I noticed was that it looked like Bizarro not only had probably a wife, but also had a son and a daughter. And the son looked a lot, and I mean a lot, like Jordan. I'm pretty sure it was literally Jordan. So I couldn't really make out if he had a wife, but I'm pretty sure there was a daughter and a son there. I know he had two children. One of them was 100% Jordan, and the other one was not John, I don't think. But then we saw Bizarro breathing in kryptonite to make him, I guess, stronger, because he's opposite of Superman, so he would be stronger from that, so weakened. And then Bizarro went to the Department of Defense, where it is on Superman's world. He went there in the Bizarro world, fought them. It was a really amazing fight scene. Another super child showed up. They didn't really mention if she died, but she did get heavily injured from Bizarro. And then Bizarro went to go see Allie. Looked like he killed her in his world. Took the necklace, ran or flew to the bottom of the Earth, or all the way down to the Earth's core pretty much, and then was stuck there and ended up on our world. And that's how he got there. And then he came out when he came out in that one episode of Superman and Lois. I think it was episode 204 or something. So that's when that all happened. Bizarro wants to destroy the pendant that Allie has because it destroyed his world, he said. And he's not strong enough to do it on this world. He wasn't even powerful enough to do it on his world. So he thinks that Clark can do it. And the reason why he's been fighting Clark and killing on his people is because they're getting in his way. When Bizarro came, he and Clark had been having these visions. Clark wanted that to stop. And the best way he could do that was to either kill Clark or attack him. That's why he's been attacking Clark all this time. Bizarro said Allie could send everyone into oblivion. More than likely, the inverse world, change everything and everyone, and make them all horrible people and all that. Lois and Chrissy are going to dig deeper into the Inverse Society and learn more about it as much as they possibly can. Clark then went to Anderson to get the pendant because Anderson has it, and to destroy it, Clark needs it, which Anderson probably won't give it, which he didn't. Anderson ended up being in trouble for not having a good relationship with Superman because he screwed everyone over, at least on the team and the DOD, so it really, he's in trouble for it. Unlike Sam, where he had a great relationship with Superman and it made sense for the world, he made it work, and now it's not really working out because of Anderson. Jordan is trying to see what powers John has. He's really into it. He's really excited that his brother finally has powers. He thinks it's legit. He doesn't know it's about the drug. Jordan wants John to tell Sam so they can train together and be like super brothers. They didn't say that. I'm saying that. Which would be really cool to see, but obviously this isn't legit powers for John. The bottle that had the drug in it dropped and Jordan saw it, and John said it was for asthma for her girlfriend. She must have left it there, which is an excuse. John got a chance to be on the football team and actually play, and it was because of the powers that he had, the drug he used. He was able to use that to help him be on the team like he wanted. Lois wants Clark to go check on Lana, or at least make sure she's okay. He ended up doing it later in the episode. Sophie showed up. I swear to God, she shows up once a week. Or once every episode, but at least it's better than once a season, like Jenna and Flash, so... it was under 24 hours, I think even 12 hours since the quinceanera where we found out about Kyle where Sarah and Lana found out that Kyle's cheating on Lana, which is a good thing that they mentioned that because I was kind of wondering about what the time span was between last episode and this one. Lois was reading a book that Allie wrote, pretty much about the Inverse Society, to learn more. Sam went to the farm to see Lois, and he brought Lucy with, so obviously that's going to be a whole thing. They started arguing about who's in the right, about Allie, and about everything. And then Sam yells at Bo to stop arguing. He doesn't want to spend his retirement trying to fix these two relationship, which makes sense. You're retired. You don't want to try to spend your entire retirement with your adult daughters trying to stop them from arguing, which it did work for a little bit. They did have a nice conversation about their kids and all that. Then there was a ceremony that Clark went to, or Superman went to, about the two kids that died by Bizarro. And Superman went up to Anderson, or Superman was talking to one of the parents of the super kids, and Anderson came over, and the mother blamed Anderson. The mother said he doesn't blame Superman, he blames Anderson. And then he slapped him, which is pretty hilarious. I like seeing it. I hate Anderson on the show. It's just the character. He's made out to be a douche, and he is a douchebag. I mean, come on. So Superman obviously wants Anderson to give him the pendant to stop Bizarro, stop what he's doing, save the world. Jordan is worried John will lose control of his powers during the game, and he kind of puts up with it a little bit. Jordan tries to comfort Sarah. She's worried about Lana, because this isn't the first time Kyle's done this to Lana, and Sarah's had enough. They didn't really go into that, but yeah, I'll talk about it in a couple minutes. Kyle let Tanya, the girl he cheated on Lana with, the bartender, into the house once, and I think he said the kids weren't there, no one was there but them. Kyle tried to get Lana to forgive him, and she won't. Why would you? You shouldn't forgive Kyle for that. Like, it's pretty common sense. Lucy saw a picture of Jordan and John, and it was a pretty good moment between Lucy and Lois, which is what I wanted to see. Lucy and Lois as being sisters and being friendly with each other, not arguing. It was a good thing to see on the show. Lucy and I said cracking jokes about Sam. Clark tells Anderson that he caught Bizarro, and then he tells Anderson there's a bigger threat coming. And then there's an avalanche that happens in Russia, and Clark flies out to stop it, as he should. But he didn't tell Anderson, and he throws a big hissy fit about it. Lucy talks to John and Jordan about football. Again, really good to see with Lucy and Lois actually bonding with the kids. At least Lucy bonding with the kids. But Lois is really happy that she's doing that, and, the boys are happy too, so it worked out. And then Clark stopped the avalanche. He froze it and then lasered it and destroyed it. And Anderson asked his general to see where Superman was going. And we found out that he went to Russia. And then Anderson is debating whether to give the pen to Superman because he didn't tell Anderson where he was going. And obviously Anderson's a big douchebag, so why wouldn't he? Make it a big deal. Clark went to go see Lana, and Lana had a feeling that Kyle was cheating on her, but ignored it. And then now is questioning everything between, their entire relationship with Lana and Kyle. And Lana asked Clark if he would leave Lois if she cheated on Clark. Would he ever leave her and trust her, or trust her again? And he also gave a good answer to it. But I like that Clark and Lana have a good friendship. And because it's obviously been for a couple decades for them. I mean, it's not like Smallville has been a year. It's been a couple decades. And then Lana told Clark to go to the game and she'll be fine, so he goes. Lana went to go see the bartender, Tanya, that Kyle cheated on her with, to understand the situation more, see where Kyle's coming from, what the entire situation was. The game started. Clark tells John that he earned a spot. John takes the drugs so he can have powers, and basically saying he's going to be better than everyone. And then John's powers kicked in during the game. It worked. He was doing really well. Lucy and Lois talk about how harsh Sam was, joking about it after retirement. And then Lois wanted Lucy to stay around for the boys. And then we go back to the bartender with Lana. And Tanya tells Lana that she loved Kyle. She didn't say that Kyle loved her. She just said that Tanya loved Kyle. She said she couldn't really say if Kyle loved her back. And then Lana asked when they broke things off, and the bartender said, Tanya said that Kyle broke things off 2 years ago when Sarah had an accident, which made Lana think the only reason he broke things off wasn't for their marriage, it was for their kid. And while it's a good thing, there's also another argument to be made. You should be doing that for your marriage, not for your kid. Which was a big problem for Lana, and we saw that there in the episode. Which it should be a big problem. It shouldn't just be, oh, I'm so glad you care for my kid, but not our marriage? No, you should be caring for the marriage. I mean, you should care about the kid too, but also the marriage. I mean, that's not a reason to stop. I don't know what the hell is. Clark got a call and has to go during the game and tells Sean that he's proud of him, so he didn't feel like he was abandoning him. And then Lucy and Lois agree about Allie. Argue about Allie after Lucy brought it up. And Lois is really tempted to bring it up, but she didn't early in the episode. Because they were bonding. Someone told Jordan, I didn't catch the name, and Sarah that John's been using the X-Kryptonite, or the drugs at least, to do more, and Jordan figured out that was X-Kryptonite giving him powers. Superman went to go see Anderson, and they trapped him in red kryptonite to dampen his powers. And Anderson still believes Superman is a danger, even though he's clearly not. Jordan confronts John by using X-Kryptonite, and John doesn't want to stop, but he said he doesn't really feel like he's winning the game at all. Like he's not actually living it. Superman fights the same way that Bizarro did. Like, it was like the similar like camera work from when Bizarro fought the DOD to when our Superman fought the DOD. It was a really good scene between both. Anderson shot Superman twice with kryptonite to knock him down. John threw Jordan into a wall, and then Jordan walked out, and when Sam came in, and then it goes to commercial. And then Lana goes to see Kyle at the FD, and basically breaks things off and tells him that to get his stuff out of the house, and Lana and the girls are going to move out of the house, and only go there when their car's gone, get his stuff out, and they'll move back in. Basically telling Kyle, get the hell out of the family. So good on her. Lois appreciated that Sam was trying to bring her and Lucy together, it was very good to see. John tries to get an apology from Jordan, and Jordan said the way they got involved is because the police got involved with the drug. And then Jordan put two and two together, figured out that was kryptonite. Sam found out about Superman, what happened to DOD. He was arrested for treason, and they put him in the same cell as his brother, Edge, from season 1. Next is going to be interesting as hell. It's going to be interesting to see Clark and Edge, especially Edge annoying the hell out of Clark. I can't imagine what he's going to be going through for that. But, yeah, next is going to be good. I think this episode was alright. Probably like an 8 out of 10. I think next week's definitely going to be like 9 out of 10 or 10 out of 10. From the promo that I saw, it's going to be really good. So I'm very excited for next week. Let me know in the comments down below what you thought of the episode. Thank you for support. Have a good day. Have a good night. Stay safe. And let me know in the comments down below what you thought of the episode. I think I already said that, but you know what I mean. Do it. Thanks for watching. Stay safe. Bye, guys.